We have now started our day in a place called
Brioche, Dorée.
We all had one baguette, something to drink in a can. I took Cola Zero, my mom and dad took sparkling water, Thomas drank Orangina. Then we had a small dessert, a cookie or a muffin or whatever we could choose from the range that they offer. It was pretty nice option, everything was fresh and tasty. One set for one person costs about 11 euros. Small episode at vintage shopping because we're going and passing through on our way to basically everywhere by that store which says they're selling their clothes per weight and it costs 20 euros per kilogram, but also there are some items priced separately like some furs or coats for 40 euros or stuff like that. I personally don't like vintage shopping that much because I don't feel very well around that smell, that specific smell on the vintage shopping stores, but they had pretty interesting pieces of clothing, very colorful, very unique. So if you're into vintage shopping, you definitely can give it a try. Today in the evening we're going to Dôme de Paris because we're going to see the Molière Spectacle Musical show. But before that, after our breakfast, we decided to take a walk from our apartment, which is very close by to the Opéra Garnier, which we passed by a moment ago. We're going towards Eiffel Tower, but I think that we're going to see the Triumphal Arch. I believe that's the name in English, but I may be wrong, because I either know Polish name or French one with terrible pronunciation, and my dad is somewhere away, so he can't really say it for us right now. We are now in the middle between
Grand Palace
and
Petit Palais.
And because for the first one you need to pay for the entrance and we're trying to get to know Paris on a budget, we're going to the other one. We like everything that's for free, so we're going inside. And I've heard that they have pretty famous art pieces as well. So we will see about that. We're continuing our walk towards
L'Arc de Triomphe.
And as I mentioned, there are some famous artists, including Rubens, which we have seen. We weren't paying too much attention to those pieces because none of us is really interested into art in form of sculptures or paintings. But as it's free, it's just a nice place to go, a nice place to be, especially if you're in Paris for the first time, like I am and like my husband is. It is also worth mentioning that there are basically no queues, or if there is a queue, it's a pretty small one for maybe 5 to 10 minutes of wait because there are some security check. Similar to those at the airport, you need to show the bag and what's inside. But to the Grand Palace, you're not only paying for entrance, but also you need to wait in pretty long queue, which is not very positive experience for me, especially if your time in Paris is limited. We are still on our way and we were passing by Ladurée macarons, which is place to go for, which is said by many TikTokers that I've seen. I've never tried dessert from them. My mom bought me from Paris a few years ago from somewhere else. They were okay, but there was too many people in the queue to wait, and I think that we're going to use different recommendation from other TikTokers and eat that XXL macaron one day. Very modest, Louis Vuitton on his best, hard to miss. Very mindful.
Excusez-moi.
We finally reached our destination. Obviously, our destination for today was Eiffel Tower, but we are still 2 hours from the time we need to be at the Dôme de Paris, and we still haven't reached the Eiffel Tower because we keep getting distracted by many things to see and do in Paris. Yeah, we've just seen this beautiful one and decided to go there instead, and now we're going towards the Eiffel Tower. Soon, in few minutes. But in the meantime, have you noticed that we've been passing by the Museum of Yves Saint Laurent? Entrance fee is 10 euros. I know that because I wanted to go there. I'm not sure if we will still have time to do so. Not today for sure, but we will see. And as you can see, we have reached our final destination for today. We are in a special TikTok spot, which nobody of course knows about, which is on the street
Rue de l'Université.
and TikTok will probably not show you this. We are here at around 5:30 p.m. and this is how many people are on the spot. It is still possible to make nice photo, but it's not as empty as people on TikTok tend to say.
Dans la peau, loin de la lumière.